So anyway, I'm waiting for my nails to dry, and I just wanted to say that I think my mom and my grandma are absolute beasts and are a force to be reckoned with. They work their asses off, and I think they're absolutely great. My father felt he was too young to raise children, even though he did go on to raise my brother, who's not even but like maybe a year younger than me. That's neither here nor there, but I ain't gonna lie, for a long time I figured he just raised him instead of me because he was a boy and everybody wants a boy. Not gonna lie, for years thought that. I still don't know the truth, but that's just what he told my mom. So back to my mom and my grandma. So growing up, my mom was essentially like a dad and my grandma was like a mom. So grandma made sure that you had God and you know how to cook and all this other stuff. And my favorite memory with her is we would sit in her room on the bed and we would play cards. We would play like 21 and like gin and stuff. And we would watch like PBS back when the TV went off. Because PBS most certainly went off and they played the national anthem and the TV would go off. And we would be sitting on the bed and we would watch them cooking shows and she would be quizzing me like, okay, what food went in this, what food went in that, you know, which apple was the right apple. So that was my grandma. She was very much so about stuff being clean because she cleaned partially for a living. um, my mother was much more like a dad. She's very strong, silent type, doesn't really like ain't really gonna talk to you, but she's gonna support you. So she's like the type that she makes sure she gets on to you like, did you have oil in the car? You got a sleeping bag in the car? That military in her makes it worse. So she'll be like, oh, did you take care of this in the house? Did you make sure you check the foundation? Like, you know, stuff like that. She's not gonna be like into style and dresses and all that. Despite her being so freaking pretty, I can't stand it. Especially because she worked nights all my life. Her skin ain't got no sun damage. It's like I'd smack you. Like I can't stand it. So just freaking gorgeous or whatever. And so yeah, she's a person that is like my kids literally think of my mom as the person with tools and batteries. Enough said. That's how they look at my mom. So yeah, I definitely give credit to my mom and my grandma for raising me, because they put in work. They put in work. Okay. Um, like I said, my mom worked nights. Now, mind you, I did all kind of clubs. I did anime club, art club. I tried out different sports until I found cross country, until I had seizures or whatever. Then I stopped and I just tried to do like a manager of soccer or stuff like that. I had to find other avenues. I played violin, all the other stuff. I did honors orchestra, county orchestra, chamber orchestra. I did all these things, and that's not a flex. Um, it is for them, the people that raised me, because not only did they have to make sure I had my stuff for my studies, they also had to take me to these places because not everything was hosted in my school or even in my county. Um, when I would have very bad sick episodes, then obviously, like I've mentioned, my husband would not actually come get me from the hospital or even pick up my medication. So my mom would drive over an hour to come get me from the hospital or to take me to the hospital when I would stay overnight. So she would pick me up from there and get me home. And when my husband was kicking us out of the house, she would take us in. So my mom was putting in work. Mind you, my son's special needs, so she would have to help me with that as well. So, and my daughter, my daughter, like, it just be so funny. My daughter's so young and just follows my mom around. She thinks my mom is the battery lady, but and it's just funny. Like, it's just funny. My mom is just, it's just funny. So anyway, I just wanted to say, like, my mom and my grandma are the best, and they are, no one can compete with them. They're undefeated. I don't care what you're talking about. Like, your family ain't finna, I don't care what they did. I don't care what they did. I don't care what they did. Like, my mom and my grandma, they're better than yours. I don't care. I don't care. Don't worry about how my life turned out. I made poor decisions. They did wonderfully. They are the best. They're awesome. Are there things that I feel could be improved upon? Yeah, but that's everybody. You can't do everything. That's what God is for. So at the end of the day, we all can improve on something. But at the end of the day, like, I just want to say, like, I don't know what I would have done, like, I remember, like, just even like when I was really young and I would have like terrible night terrors. Like I would open my eyes and I would like just see crap and it was crazy, and I would just go in my grandma's room and like crawl in her bed, and she'd be like, and she would fall asleep. Now my grandma tickles me to this day. I think this is where I got it from. She would fall asleep watching the gospel channel on channel 63. She would fall asleep watching the gospel channel, so all and the TV's turned up loud, and all you would hear is preachers in the middle of the night. And during the day, sometimes, like when she was off work on the weekends, and after the morning cleaning where the Christian music's blasting out loud, we go in her room sometimes, and she have on like Jeepers Creepers and stuff. I be like, it was never no in between. I was like, now my mom, I worry about my mom. To this day, anyone that has really been around my mom, we all think she has bodies in the backyard, because she was the type to have nothing but the news on, How to Get Away with Murder on. If you grew up with like Fox 5 and all that stuff, she would have on like dang, what's them shows? Not just cops, but like the one where his kid got taken, America's Most Wanted. She had that crap on. Do you know my level of paranoia at that age? Like, had me trying to think about all the different ways to have, like, to hide in the house in case the murderer got in. Like, but yeah, like, I don't know. Um, they were just, I don't know. They were just really good parents to have. And, I don't know. I just thought I would say that.